What's up guys, Nick Rapazzi here and welcome to the Paradise C6 YouTube channel. So today we are actually in Philadelphia. We're at McLaren Philadelphia for Street Speed 717's 600 LT reveal. I got Roger here.
What's up? The
dog's in the back. He's a little pissed off because it was like a 3.5 hour drive, but we're gonna get out, look around, and then we'll see the reveal around like noon. So let's go check out these cars. It's almost noontime and the parking lot is getting packed. Everyone just showed up. They actually kicked me out of this lot and then all this kind of stuff showed up. We got the truck parked over there. But these are nuts. This is actually what's gonna get revealed today, the 300 LT or 600 LT.
Yeah. Right.
Chevy, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You wanna hold it? Let's do it. The color on this thing is nuts. It's got the roof scoop, it's carbon fiber. I don't know if you guys can actually see, it's almost like yellow. This thing is wild, it's got a front camera, all the carbon. It's absolutely insane.
He's got a Corrado. Oh, he does?
The convertible's even wilder.
He is very wild. He's like...
There we go. Never left off.
Purple and orange is a good combo.
Kelly, I don't fade on
It's wild with the fucking scoops.
exactly how he is on videos. That's how dumb.
What's up guys? So it is roughly about a week later. It's been busy as hell. Work was nuts, getting ready to go to Italy, which I'm here now. And I'm finally getting able to record this video. I've literally just been walking around, probably did like 50 miles in the past like 2 days, just seeing all the sites, going to the Vatican, seeing the Colosseum, going to the Roman Forum, the Spanish Steps. It's been awesome seeing all this stuff that like predates like anything that we have in the United States. So this trip has been nothing but awesome here. What I really wanted to do is I was able to get a plug for my computer to actually charge, so I was going to record the Q&A so you guys can get this upload and get the reveal of Street Speed 717's car, which if you watch his videos you've already seen it. So, but just give you my take on the whole party that was there. So let's get right into the questions and we'll let's see who we got first. All right, so the first one comes from Bailey Sims. This is a subscriber off of YouTube. Did you ever correct the push the start button for the BMW or figure out the wiring situation? So the push button situation, I haven't figured out what is the exact issue with the car. I just replaced it with another push button that was a little bit simpler than the Nissan setup that was on there, because I couldn't figure out the wiring, and plus it was really crudely pushed in, like just the pins were pushed in, there was no clips or anything like that. So I bought a different one that screws the wires into it, and it's still pushed to start until I can dive in to see exactly what is wrong with the ignition key. I'm kind of leaning towards it's probably the key itself, because it's got a chip in it, but I'll let you guys know as soon as we start working on that again. Once the garage is up, that's pretty much going to be the main focus, because it's going to be the giveaway car. So we'll get right back into the BMW stuff. It's just been between the Bronco and the Corvette and everything else going on with building the garage. It's been nuts at the house. So so the next one's from Roy on YouTube. Are you planning to do a long travel suspension for the Bronco, or just keep the lift kit? Also, any engine plans for it? So I absolutely want to do a long travel suspension on the Bronco. The biggest thing is just money. Between me spending everything for the garage and everything, it's just to spend another 10K on suspension on the Bronco. It's just not in the books right now, but eventually when we get down the road and things start flowing, we'll get a long travel suspension on that. I definitely want to do almost like a full pre-runner build on the Bronco. So, and as far as the engine, so because it the motor is just like, it's clapped out, like it's the old 5.0, it's got like 170 horsepower, and it sucks. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to take a On3 turbo kit from a Mustang and throw that on and just see what happens. We'll throw APSI at it, see what kind of power we get out of it. But eventually I really would like to either 5.0 Coyote swap it, which is really expensive, or go the twin turbo V6, so the EcoBoost. So we'll see as things go along. That's going to be a little bit farther down the road on that as well, because we have the Corvette to finish, another project car's coming, and then we got to do the giveaway car as well. So it'll eventually get there, but I think the turbo kit will happen very, very soon, because it's very inexpensive to get an On3 turbo kit. I think it's not even $2,000, and you could probably slap it on in a day or so. So we'll get to that soon. The next one comes from Shred CT. Two-part question: How old were you when you got the C6, and what branch of the military did you serve in? So I was, what did I get? I got about three years ago, I want to say. So I was about 27 when I got the Corvette. Yeah, because almost 3 years. So 27 when I got the Corvette. I did a straight trade with my 2010 Dodge Challenger when I bought that. It was just, I always wanted a Corvette, and this one came up, and it was just so easy to just straight trade for it. There was no money down or anything exchanged. I just switched my loan over to a Corvette, which was pretty cool. And as far as the military side, like, I've been in the Army National Guard for 11 years. I have 1 year left, and I will not be renewing my contract or anything like that. And I think 12 years is enough. I don't really want to be in the military anymore. I want to have my own life and like be able to do my own things and not have my schedule run by the Army. So yeah, I can't actually wait to be done with it. And this one comes from Gearhead 704. Any drag racing plans in the future? Absolutely. I'm not gonna build right now any specific car to do straight drag racing. I honestly want to make sure I can daily drive anything that I build. I don't foresee me having a dedicated drift car, or drag car, but I definitely do want to hit the drag strip as much as I can next year. It's just, this whole summer has been about the house, and it kind of sucked. I tried to fit in as much car content as I could in between everything, and everyone thought I was nuts doing everything all by myself. But I wanted to get it done. I wanted to get content out. I wanted to modify my vehicles, and I wanted to work on the house and get all that stuff done. So once the garage is built and everything's done with that, there's not much else that I crazily want to do, like big plans for the house. But it'll at least give me time to go and enjoy the cars and actually have fun with them on the road and drag racing. So I can't wait, and I'm definitely going to be coming down to North Carolina to do a collab video with you as well. Next one comes from Cody Johnson. What vehicle do you like more, the Bronco or the Corvette? I like the Bronco more. It's kind of a hard question because they are two completely different vehicles. The Bronco was like always a dream car. I've always had OBS Fords. Growing up, I had a 81 F250, then got rid of that. I had a 96 F250. Those were both two-wheel drive. Then I got a 81 F150 four-wheel drive. Then I did a 8-inch suspension lift. It was 6-inch rough country with a 2-inch body spacer, and that had a 5.8 in it, and I wound up doing a Cummins diesel swap, and I ended up selling that, and that's what funded my old RX-7 build that I had with an LS in it, and then I wound up parting that out and getting all my money, most of my money back from everything I put into it, and that's what originally got me my Dodge Challenger, then switched into the Corvette. So if I want to go fast, it's always going to be the Corvette. The Bronco is just, it's such a fun drive, and it's just something that's so unique on the road that you can't help but smile when you see it and drive it. So but if I had to choose one or the other, I'm always going to choose the Corvette. That's just my main car that I love driving. The next one is, it's not really a crazy question that has to go with this, but it's he's asking me to do, it's Max Wright 97, asking me to do a cost difference video. And I definitely will, because I've spent so much money between the Corvette, the Bronco, and all the other project cars that I've had in the past. So I'll do almost like a build breakdown costing on each one. That'll definitely come when I get back, so at least show you guys the things that are purchased on it. Don't kill me for butchering this name, but it's Akil Goodrich, A-K-I-L. Can you go wider than 265 in the front and a 305 setup for a Super Vet wide body? Absolutely, because I don't have a Super Vet wide body, and I have 295s up front and 345s in the rear, so I don't see why not, because the Super Vet's body is another 1.5 inches wider than on each side than mine is. So I absolutely don't foresee that being a problem, especially if you get the Super Vet's wide body, which that is a killer kit. I wish I could afford it, but I got a crazy deal from ACI on the body kit that I have now, and it totally transformed the whole car. So I'm super happy with that. The next one comes from 17982652_YB. What's the new color gonna be? How long do you want? How low do you want your Corvette? Why turbo kit? What turbo kit are you going with? Why did you want to go wide body and not just buy a Z06? And last but not least, can you sponsor me? I wish I could afford to sponsor you, but no. But the color is gonna be, haven't really told many people, because we did vote on it, and it was between purple and gray, and it was that plum crazy purple. But I actually found another color that I liked more. It is still a purple color because that's what won, but it's called Midnight Purple. It's a Nissan color. It's almost like a color shift color. It looks blue in certain aspects, looks black at night. It's kind of darker, so super excited to get the paint on it and get all the accessories that are going to be going on it. How low do you want your Corvette? I don't want it crazy low, because again, I do drive the hell out of my cars. I put miles and miles and miles on them, so going too low would be counterproductive to what I actually want to do with most of my stuff. So I won't. I'll probably drop it another inch or two just to get that wheel gap, because the wheel gap's crazy right now. I could literally fit my whole fist in there. The Y turbo kit and what kit am I going with? The reason being behind a turbo kit is I feel like the potential is there's more room to grow. So at least with that, all I gotta do is turn up the boost or get a bigger turbo. Whereas if you get a supercharger kit, you got to replace the whole head unit. It gets more expensive, and it's just turbo LSs sound better to me. I'm building the kit myself, so all the kits that they sell are like either rear mount, or you can get the I can't remember the name of the company that makes it, but they make the kit where the turbos are right under the engine, and it's just nothing really fit what I wanted, and there's no single turbo kits really out there, so it's kind of custom built. And if you go back and watch my videos where I move the battery and I move the wiring, I literally opened up an entire huge space in the engine bay where the what was it, the fuse box used to be. And now that that's out of the way, there's so much room for the turbo that I'm going to be putting in there, and I won't have to cut a hole in the hood or do anything crazy. It'll all look like OEM from the outside until you pop the hood and you see a big ass turbo just chilling off the side of the motor. So, and the big reason I went single is just it's more cost effective. It's more it's easy. There's less components that can go wrong, and yes, there's tried and true twin turbo kits, but it's just you got double the problems. You got double the wastegates, double the turbos, double everything. So it's just there's more issues that you could run into. There's more stuff that's in there that can go wrong, and I just wanted everything to be simple. If something broke, that I could just replace one thing and just be done with it. But that's the reason why I went that route. And then so a big reason I did a wide body on my base model and didn't buy a Z06 to begin with. So when I bought my Corvette, I got it for a really good deal. I think I paid like $20,000 for it, and at the time Z06 were still like $45,000-$50,000. This was just as the C7 was coming out, and then the price difference of everything that I have in it, especially if you add up all my turbo stuff that I'm going to be putting in, the wide body, the paint, everything, I'm still under like that $40,000 mark, where Z06, and yes, like a Z06 has dry sump and all this other stuff that goes on with it, but it was more cost effective. I wanted to build my own car, and I didn't want to buy something I was going to replace everything anyway, and I would still have another $20,000 into a Z06 on top of the price of it. So that was a big reason why I went with a base model over a Z06 and just did everything myself, because that's who I am. I like modifying my stuff and don't want to leave it stock. Venom Black asks best 0-60. Honestly, I don't have any of my my timesheets anymore, so I honestly don't know what my best 0-60 was, but the next time I go to the drag strip, I will get a printout and show you guys. And he also had 2 more questions. If I had $100K to build a car, what vehicle would you pick, and what setup would you go with for? And it was the same exact question, but for a truck, and you don't have to spend all of it. So if I had $100 grand to build a car, it would absolutely be probably an old school muscle car. Like I would put most of the money into probably like a split nose Camaro or something along those lines, because that's just something I've always wanted. One of my favorite of all time cars is Chevy Nova, not the original, like the 67 to 71. That's probably where I would go. I'd do a whole like pro street car with an LS, probably turbo or supercharged. Nothing crazy, because that's something that I would want to, again, daily drive, so I wouldn't go wild with it, but I would just have all the modern amenities with a very fast motor and new suspension and all that kind of stuff. And if I had $100K to build a truck, it would absolutely be a trophy truck. I would do something a little different. I'd probably grab like a newer GMC with a Duramax motor. Most of the time when they do pre-runner kind of trucks, they're always gas, so I definitely want something different. I've definitely seen one built, I think Kibby Tech built it, and it was he did a Chevy Silverado diesel in a pre-runner, and it looked cool as hell. And honestly, those cars are insane. Those trucks are insane what they could do, and jump off all these jumps and not get destroyed. So honestly, like, I would probably spend $100K and build a trophy truck. And the last 2 come from my sister. What are your plans with the BMW, and when did you start getting into cars, and what way too passionate about it. So the BMW is gonna get a full Need for Speed body kit. I think we're gonna do a single turbo on it, and that's gonna be our giveaway car. So once we have that all built and we hit 50K subscribers, then we'll do a raffle and give it away to one of the subscribers, because it's just something I've always wanted to build, and I really don't want to anticipate keeping it, and it'd be cool to give it to one of you guys who enjoy and film. What got me passionate into cars, like honestly, like it was just growing up. We played Need for Speed and all that kind of stuff, so we really got into cars with that. And then when I turned 16, my first car, I immediately just wanted to start modifying it, even before I even had it registered or had my license. So it was just always fine. Back then I had no fucking clue what I was doing or how I was going about it. It was just me buying eBay parts and slapping them on and hoping for the best, and thinking that these like chips that would go into the car would make it faster. And at the time it wasn't even a fast car. It was like a 96 Ford Ranger or 94 Ford Ranger. So it wasn't anything crazy. I had no idea what I'm doing. And then when I got my F250, then I started lifting it and getting into trucks, and that was just what I was like kind of known for, is just old OBS trucks lifted to high hell with straight pipe exhaust. And it was just cool as hell. And then after that I got into my RX-7 build and doing an LS swap, and it's just something that's always just been fun, and always what I wanted to do. So I'm glad that I can do it on YouTube and like show you guys and take you guys through the process and go through everything. And nah, I'm good, bro. And what was I saying? I'm glad I could show you guys on YouTube and take you guys through the process as I go through it, and teach you guys a lot of stuff I don't know, and I just wing it and go through it, and you guys see what I do too. So really, really fun that I can go and hopefully one day do this full time, but we'll get there. But yeah, that's it for the Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna go probably to the beach today. Rome has been nothing but awesome since I've been here, and I still have another like 2 days, so I want to enjoy as much as I can while I'm here. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, throw some questions in the comments below. I answer every single comment that I get on here, so if I missed anything, if you want to know a little bit more about anything that was asked, just yeah, ask me down below. But other than that, I'm gonna go enjoy the day. I hope you guys are having a good week. I will talk to you guys later, and don't forget to subscribe. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.